So, well, should I talk?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Viola, and my grandson wanted to make this video of me sewing. I'm not a professional sewer, but I saw this beginners sewing, making quilts. So I got on YouTube and I saw this lady. I made a square, well, a big square. Let me see that.
This.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And my husband liked it. So, well, is this the one? No, this is the one I finished. This is the one I'm working on now. But my husband liked it. So I'm making a bunch of these big squares and I'm going to put them together to make a spread to go on my bed. But like I said, I'm a beginner. Really don't know a lot about quilting, but it's interesting because I'm retired, so I can just work on it when I feel like it. Here, hang this over the back of the chair, back over there where it was. So my grandson likes to see me sew. So I was just sewing a few minutes ago when I was talking to my husband. Wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing, but I did notice that the sewing machine was making a weird noise. So this is what I sewed all over the back of my.
What did the noise sound like?
It was just, you could tell it wasn't regular. It wasn't sewing regular. So I had to go and rip this out the back and start all over again. So now I'm just sewing up these seams after I put these squares together. And they're not perfectly straight or anything, but I am, a beginner. So I'm trying to, and that's what I like about that beginners for quilting for beginners video, because she's saying you don't have to be perfect, but get it done, do it. Make your first quilt. Maybe you'll get better if you continue to make them. Look, there's a lot of videos on making quilts, and my grandson is always interested in seeing what I'm doing, so here we are. What are you doing, little guy?
Thor must have snuck in.
Why is Thor in here? Throw him out. That's my dog, Thor. He is a golden doodle.
And
he's really a baby.
He's way too hyperactive.
And he has a lot of energy.
Ow.
So
I'll talk to you later, Bear.
My grandson. Throw him out. So I'm sewing now, and this sounds normal. But when I was sewing before, it didn't sound normal. But I was so busy talking to my husband that I just let it go. But when I got to the end and looked at the back, I'm like, oh, this is not right. So I had to rip it all out. Actually, sewing is pretty relaxing.
And it looks really fun.
My husband is very supportive of me having projects, and sometimes I'll start a project and then I'll get bored with it.
I was not too long ago, in 2022, I was making these things out of cardboard. I was using a little bit of Nana supplies, and I was just building something.
Now this time, this is what happened this time. The thread broke. So let me show you what happened this time. The bobbin is good. It's still in there in the right place. So I have to rethread this machine.
Looks kind of nice.
Okay.
Wow.
So I've just sewed this for the third time, but it's not sewing right. It sounded right, but it ain't sewing right. So let's try to rethread this bad boy. So you go up there to the top, you go down here on the bottom, you put this all the way up, you go through there, thread it through there, come back down.
And I've always wondered what this little dial was for.
That dial's a tension, so you can adjust it.
So you can tighten it a little.
Did somebody move that dial?
I don't know why I would want to.
Did somebody touch that dial? I need to look on YouTube. And that's another thing, when I got this sewing machine, like I said, I'm not professional, I was a beginner, but I like this machine. So I got on YouTube, and there was a lady on there that was doing an unboxing. It showed you everything to do with this machine, which was good because I mean, you can read all the instructions and everything, but sometimes I think it's I'm a visual type of person. I like to see things being done, and then I can go back and go over it until I get it right. So if I just start doing it, then sometimes it's hard to see what you're doing wrong. But to see somebody do it right and just go and repeat them, it helps. So I just sewed this seam on here, so I think I might be able to get a seam this time. Sounds right. It looks right. So let's try it again. Let's get this bad boy up. And I'm doing this. It's supposed to be going clockwise, not counterclockwise. Counterclockwise, not clockwise.
Yeah.
When I turn the
thing is not going the right way.
Yeah, when I get the thread out, it's supposed to be going counterclockwise. So I have to remember to do that too. Okay, let's try this again. I think this time I'm gonna go a little ways, and then I'm gonna check it before I go all the way down again. See if I'm getting a stitch. Looks like it, feels like it, sounds like it. And before, I've went through a few things with this machine. My thread kept breaking, so I had to figure out what I was doing wrong as far as threading this machine, because the thread should be breaking every single time you stop or something. What are you doing, little boy? Put that down.
It's a battery box.
Leave it alone. Leave it. This little guy is always into some electronics, trying to take something apart, put something together. On the computer, on the, what's that thing you be doing on the TV? What's that game you play on the TV? Minecraft. Always something. Clocks, watches. He loves clocks and watches. I don't know how many thousands of dollars worth of clocks he's had, but I don't even know if he has any more of the clocks that we bought him. But that stuff gets old. So now, if he wants a clock, he has to go to Salvation Army or Goodwill. He has to go to Goodwill, because what happens is he usually wants to take them apart. So, or he wants a certain part. What's the part that you always like to get on the clock?
The clock mechanism.
The mechanism.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
So I know that there's certain things he likes to get on the clock. So at this point, we take him to Goodwill and it'll get some parts and pieces that he can take apart. So we don't stress about buying him $100 clocks that he's gonna take apart, which he has done that several times. But like I said, we don't have to worry about that.
when you're finished with these blankets, what are you gonna work on next?
I really don't know, Bryson. Whatever. I really would like to get into quilting, so maybe I'll make another quilt. But the thing is that it takes time. So this is gonna take me a while, because I'm not always feeling like doing it like every day. You know what I mean? So, and this is like the second one, so I still